Hello, little ladybug. It's only taken about a month, but I'm so excited. This is finally here. Ta-da! Our bed is completed. Now we get to finish filling it. We have lots of dirt left over that the boys are severely enjoying. And then we'll finish up the drip system and I can finish planting in the garden. Super, super excited. Our bed is finally completed with the boards and the dirt my husband put in last night. He has put the little barbs in at the end of, or should I say the beginning of the drip system. So now I just need to add the drip tape to these barbs, which just go right around this, and then this locks down underneath it. And then I have my bed complete and I can plant that corn. That's my son playing in his little mine. That is how much dirt we have left over. But it's worth it. Look at that. What, baby?
I found a beautiful rock.
Yeah? Nice. Is it going to go in your collection? Cool. So just like this, make sure it's clean. Put it over. Push it up. And then holding this down so this doesn't turn, you're going to lock this down over like this. Now I have all of the drip tape attached to the top, and now I need to close up the bottoms. With these, it's the same idea. Just put them over here, lock it in place, but then you also have to make sure the end cap is screwed all the way on. Just push it on. And then again, you're going to hold it and screw it on. And then make sure this is tight down here, because these can come off. You need to flush the line or something. And then there we go. And then I'm just going to keep repeating. And there you go. So now I just get to plant, and then I will landscape staple everything in place so that it's watering appropriately. And that's how we've done it for all of these. Oh, the other kind of ending for the drip tape is this, where you kind of roll it up and shove it back in. I'm going to be changing these out. These were not my favorite because of the little holes in the drip tape, unless you cut it perfectly, because it's really difficult. I like the other ends better. So these holes right here, you can see they have a little bit of plastic in there. So when you're cutting it, you're cutting around that. So let's see. Not sure you can see it in here. Nope. Anyways, I think you can see the siding, the shape. It becomes difficult. And this is what we used from Drip Depot. These are the two types of corn that I'm going to plant. This is the first time I've ever planted corn, so if you have any tips or tricks, let me know. But one is going to be in this row, and then way over there in the corner is going to be the other one, because I'm told that you do not want these to cross-pollinate, and you have to keep them far, far away from each other, and that's probably the farthest that I can possibly do. So this one I decided to be the Bull Sweet, it looks like. And these are from Baker Creek, if you're not familiar with the packaging. So it looks like 12 inches apart, but when I've seen other people, they've done about 6 to 8 inches apart. And as you can see, minimal full sun of 6 to 12 hours. This bed right here, being on the outskirts, is going to be at least 12 hours of sun when it's not an overcast, dreary day like today is. And then it won't be blocked by the cattle panel. The one back there, I'm not too sure how that's going to go. So it's going to be an experiment. But that one too also should get 12 hours of sun. The one back here in the very back corner. However, with the cattle panels going east to west, we'll see. They may not get too much once those beans start going up and over. But again, experiment. So some people might wonder why I'm calling the corn an experiment, and it's because I've never done it before, but also because this is the time to experiment with things in your garden. You want to take risks while you still have options out there. If you need to replace it, if you, for whatever reason, but later on down the road, if things are scarce like they're showing, that's not when you want to take your risks. So now is when you want to learn how to plant things. Our family doesn't really eat corn, honestly, but either we would learn to love it, or we can make other things from it, or we could feed the chickens with it, because let's face it, feed is expensive. It's only getting worse. So we're trying to come up with alternatives, hence experimenting and seeing what works for us. I highly suggest that everybody else does this as well right now in some capacity. Potatoes that I planted are seriously sprouting already. These ones are the red gold potatoes. And I did mulch a little heavy in the middle, but potatoes will get through. The wind's been blowing it off of everything. See the little potatoes? These ones are the French fingerlings. So pretty. See, just all the way down, starting to come in. It's been a weird day, and this is the wind that I've mentioned before. Let's see if I can show you guys when it's moving around like crazy. Of course it dies down when I turn this on, but that's a nice little sunset over there as you watch the palm trees. So we're tightening everything down like we can tonight to try and make sure that nothing goes flying. Try and water the straw in a little bit, I guess. Nice little storm rolling in. Today is Friday evening. Nothing's supposed to happen until Sunday, but Lord knows. It's a beautiful evening. There it goes. We'll see if the greenhouse stays. That's why there's a greenhouse under the tree instead of out where it's supposed to be.